We are seeing volume pick up for XRP open interest, as well as different things that are allowing for momentum in the price of XRP. Is this the beginning stages of a much bigger move? That's what I want to discuss in this video and help answer. All I ask is if you do like talking about XRP, type an X in the comment section, click that like button. Let's send this over 1,000 likes and get straight into it. Got a bit of rain here today, which the corn desperately needed. So great to see. Let me know if anyone is out here in the Midwest in the comment section below. For that matter, let me know where you are from if you're an XRP holder in this world, because we are global, right? Check this out, guys. We've got volume picking up in a big way. In fact, Upbit nearly $500 million, 445 million here today coming in with Upbit. Coinbase nearly $250 million, 258.58 million to be exact. And Bybit, we saw 172 million come in just here today. Now, as we see also open interest, which is essentially just open orders, right, that haven't closed their orders, whether to buy or sell orders, for XRP open interest, we're at over almost 9 billion, well over 8 billion, and all-time highs is just under 11. So nearing all-time highs. Got a lot of eyes. Essentially, what does that mean? We've got a lot of eyes on XRP, and right now XRP is heating up. However, in the short term, I do want to issue a bit of a warning, if you will, and put it out to the community on what I foresee happening. This isn't based off my opinion, but it's likely, because if we take a look at the past 2 interest rate cuts as we await the Fed's decision this upcoming week, what happened in the last 2, guys? That's what we got to talk about. The last 2, September 18th, 2024, we had a 50 basis point cut. Then we had a 25 basis point cut December 18th, 2024. Now, both times we had a modest gain, a little bit of a pop, followed by a dip. Nothing big, and I don't foresee anything over like a 5% dip if it is to play out just like this, where we see some momentum, some building of the price of XRP, followed by a dip. I don't see a massive dip, but it's something to be aware of, especially new traders or new investors in this market, that they'll think, oh, well, I thought interest rates was going to make XRP soar. Interest rates are incredibly well for obvious reasons. Investors that are holding on to those hefty interest rate collecting interest rate returns right now at a high rate, they're going to start coming in, and there's going to become more of a risk on environment. Stock market will take off. Market here in the cryptocurrency market will take off as well over the coming months, because it's not just going to be 1 or 2. It's going to be several, in my personal opinion. And don't just take that from me. The Fed has stated that as well. Fed Governor Waller, to be exact. But as we await that, I just want to put it out that this is very likely that we'll see a buy the rumor, sell the news, just like with as we await those XRP ETFs, which is a good thing, because I think the small dip is going to turn back into momentum as we start to run up for the XRP ETFs. We know that the Osprey is actually coming out September 18th. It wasn't the other day, as it's going to be September 18th. So that is like perfect timing as we start to see these spot ETFs, which again will hold XRP. This is perfect timing as we take a look at Clarity Act getting closer day by day, as we take a look at ISO 20022 going live completely globally in November. And just an overall healthier market as we have the stale, kind of bitter summer, harsh summers that crypto generally has behind us, a healthier market and capital flowing in liquidity wise because of these interest rates. We're going to start to see momentum come for XRP. So the answer to the initial question is yes, this is really the beginning stage, I believe, of some exciting times ahead, a much bigger move. And as we take a look at the open interest, the volume coming in right now, and the price specifically sitting at $3.15, there's an article that I'm going to link in the description below. Always like to give you guys resources so you can go through, kind of fact check what I'm saying, take a look at what I'm saying. But they were kind of hitting the nail on the head. The same exact thing I was saying is that as we see momentum build and we get past that $3.40 resistance, because there is a lot of resistance there, then we can head towards 4 get past for that psychological barrier and then be rocking and rolling. And that's what I foresee this year for XRP. A lot of people left after the Ripple and SEC case because they were so excited thinking that XRP was going to $10, $20, $30 overnight just based off the Ripple and SEC complete closure, when a lot of that was already baked in, right? How many times do we hear Brad Garlinghouse and CLO Stuart Alderati talking about how the case is essentially over? And so a lot of that was baked into the price of XRP already. But what isn't is what is coming with institutional net inflows. We heard Canary CEO talking about $5 billion the first month, which would be absolutely insane for the price of XRP. What's coming in for LOL and so forth, that again is allowing for that perfect storm. So if you want to trade this, I'll leave links below. But this is what I foresee coming in the short term. A lot of good times ahead, and now is the time to lock in. That's all I got for you for now. Let me know your thoughts, opinions, all that good stuff in the comment section below. As always, I appreciate your support, and we'll see you all in the next one.